Welcome to the next installment in the Healthy Recipe video series by Valley-Wide Health Systems. We've designed this video series to help inspire you to cook healthy, delicious meals that will satisfy your whole family. Today we're going to be making a romantic and heart-healthy dinner for two: rosemary skewered shrimp and green beans with lemon and garlic. This meal is perfect for surprising your sweetheart on Valentine's Day. It's very easy to create, but it looks fancy. Combine the shrimp, wine, lemon juice, olive oil, and salt and pepper, as well as the garlic, in a bowl or a Ziploc with the shrimp for marinating. We're going to give this a quick stir to combine all of the ingredients. And then we're going to cover this with foil and let it sit in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Again, you can either do this in a bowl or in a Ziploc bag. So our shrimp has been marinating for about 30 minutes and is now ready to go. It smells amazing. This recipe calls for you to use rosemary as a skewer for the shrimp, but we had difficulty finding rosemary at the store that was hefty enough to use as a skewer. So we are going to use these metal skewers instead. Now, if you do end up being able to find rosemary you can use as a skewer, what you'll need to do here is pinch the rosemary at the top and strip all of these leaves off of the stem so that you can then feed the shrimp onto the stem of the rosemary as though it's a skewer. We are instead going to thread all of our shrimp onto these skewers, and then we're going to lay the rosemary on top of the shrimp for flavor. So I've taken a few of the shrimp and laid them out so that we can get started on our skewers. This is really easy. All you're going to do is take your shrimp and feed the skewer through the bottom end of the shrimp and then through the top end so that the shrimps make this kind of curved shape. And we're going to put 3 shrimp on each skewer so that they all have plenty of room to cook properly without being overcrowded. Wipe a little bit of olive oil onto your pan with a paper towel. You can alternatively use cooking oil for this. You can just spray it directly on the shrimp, but I prefer to use olive oil. And then you're going to lay the steaks directly onto the grill pan, leaving enough room in between for them to cook evenly. Just do a few at a time. You're going to cook these 2 minutes on each side or until the shrimp is done. Go ahead and keep the other skewers warm while you cook the rest by covering it with a little bit of tin foil. Bring a pot of well-salted water to boil and blanch the green beans in the water until they turn bright green but are still tender and crispy. Drain the green beans and shock them in a bowl of ice water to stop the cooking process. Add the oil and butter to a hot pan. Adding oil and butter together like this prevents the oil from burning, the butter from burning, and adds a little bit of flavor as well. Now we're going to add the garlic. And the red pepper, and saute for about 30 seconds. Now add the green beans. And continue to saute until they're completely coated in butter and seasoning. Finally, add the lemon zest and salt and pepper to taste. Toss to coat. And now we're ready to plate. A serving for each person is 3 of the shrimp skewers and 1 cup of green beans. This whole meal is about 330 calories, so you can always come back for a second helping of green beans if you'd like, or if you want to add a starch, you can add a nicely toasted piece of garlic bread. Also, the total cost of this meal was about $30 for all of the ingredients, so it's very affordable. At that price, you can add a nice glass of white wine for each of you to enjoy.